What's up guys, it's the Hunter Project here. Welcome to my channel where you'll find Monster Hunter news, builds, playthroughs and everything in between. Be sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons if you do enjoy, it is extremely appreciated as we make our way to 500 subscribers. Don't forget to join our Discord, link is at the top of the description, and without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. Today, I'll be bringing you a video on part 2 of my Turf Wars video that I did a while back, and due to how well it went with the reception you guys gave it, and with a few requests to make a sequel, here are another 5 Turf Wars I would love to see in Monster Hunter Rise. Be sure to check out my first video if you haven't already, and comment down below on this video what Turf Wars you would love to see in Monster Hunter Rise, and I look forward to reading all your comments. Kicking it off with our first Turf War, we have our new Leviathan from the Rampage trailer, Almudron versus Duratodus. So this is one matchup that I think I did mention in the Rampage breakdown, which if you haven't already seen, top right corner, you can just click on that and go straight to it. And I feel like this Turf War will 100% be in the game. Okay, maybe not 100%, as of course I can't confirm that, but I think it's highly likely it will be in the game without a doubt, as they are both inhabitants of the desert's muddy terrain, so it's inevitable they will cross paths eventually, as their territories probably do overlap at some point, assuming the muddy terrain isn't all over the desert, which obviously it won't be. And I think Almudron will have the easy upper hand here, if its appearance and aggressive demeanour have anything to suggest about its ranking in the food chain, and this most likely will have an easy and predictable outcome of Jura getting slapped and then just running away. But of course, it may be the other way around. Almudron may be on the same level, not too sure about that, but we'll see when the game releases. So moving on to the next one, we have our iconic series mainstay Rathalos versus the new spider, Kadaki. I think this would be pretty cool to see, considering that they are both of the same element, so their attacks won't be doing much to each other unless it's close combat, and I think it would just be pretty sweet to see Rathalos getting webbed up and ignite its surroundings with extremely hot flames to release itself, although you could counteract that from happening if you say that Kadaki's webbing is made to withstand lava, considering its habitat. But then again, the hunter's able to break free from the webbing, so it's probably not that dense, considering if a human is able to break out of it, I'm sure Rathalos would be able to. So regardless, I would love to see this battle, and we probably most likely will be seeing it, considering they both live in the same area, the volcanic map. So I look forward to seeing how this one plays out. Returning back to our muddy Leviathan, I would love to see Almudron up against Somnicanth, assuming Somnicanth is able to make an appearance in the desert terrain. Even if it requires a subspecies of the monster to make this happen, it would be pretty sweet to see these two slivery Leviathans go at it, with both of them being able to sliver around one another, like a monster thumb war of sorts, with neither side ever properly getting the upper hand. I feel like this would be an unlikely turf war, considering obviously it is a desert, and Somnicanth hasn't really been shown out of the flooded forest, so 50-50 whether or not we'll get this, but I would love to see it either way. Next up, we have Mizutsune and Anjanath. I think this classic fire vs water battle would be pretty sweet to see. This most likely will come to fruition, considering they both inhabit the shrine ruins, as evidenced by footage we've already seen. It would be quite interesting to see how Anjanath actually deals with Mizutsune's speed and agility, or if it's even able to deal with it at all, considering it's already disadvantaged by its element. I think if Anjanath is able to hit Mizutsune with any of its blows though, I think it would do some solid damage considering the intensity of its flames. I think elemental advantages wouldn't do too much, considering how intense the charged up beam is when Anjanath charges up and does that flamethrower move. I think it definitely would do a lot of damage to Mizutsune, and same with vice versa. Like, I'm sure Mizutsune would be able to dish out a lot of damage on Anjanath, and I would love to see this one, especially as I'm not even sure myself how this would actually play out if it did come to fruition. So I look forward to seeing this one, assuming they do have a turf war set up for the both of them. But of course they could go the other way and they just have no quests where they're both on the same map. which would be a bit unfortunate, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And finally, we have the turf war between Rajang and Magnamalo. So I think this would be an insanely epic one to see, considering the strength of both these beasts. I feel like, in my head at least, I would hope that they are relatively even, and the edge is given to Magnamalo, considering it's the flagship. How I see this playing out, ideally, is Rajang being overpowered by Magnamalo, assuming Magnamalo is high up in the food chain, and then when pinned, turning Super Saiyan, or Enraged, to break free, where it is able to instantly overpower Magnamalo, as I feel like, especially if this was during low rank, if they cross paths, I think Rajang would pretty much have to lose to maintain the weight of Magnamalo's first actual slaying encounter, as it would be pretty weird to see Magnamalo's fight be built up and then Rajang come along just before and slap Magnamalo. We are yet to see how high up the food chain Magnamalo really is though, so we'll have to see in the actual game what the proper outcome of this would be. I think though Rajang is on the level of Elder Dragons, so realistically it should probably slap Magnamalo pretty quickly, but then again, we once again just don't know how strong Magnamalo actually is. We just know it's the flagship, so it will have a certain amount of power and like value to its name, but we don't know if it'll be another case like Tigrex, where it's not going to end up being like the strongest monsters or part of the strongest monsters. I'd say Tigrex is probably in the upper end of the mid tier monsters, like before the Elder Dragons, but it's definitely not considered an Elder like how Rajang and Deviljho are. But we'll have to wait and see, and hopefully they do cross paths in the game, and I hope a proper turf war is set up, as I would love to see it. That does bring us to the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons. It is extremely appreciated as we make our way to 500 subscribers, and if we could reach a like goal of 70, that would be awesome to see, to get one more than what the last video got, which was 69. And comment down below what turf wars you would like to see. Don't forget to join our Discord, link is at the top of the description, and thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.